we've got a little delay. We're going here. Here we go. Here we go. It's World 1. We have one bonk costing Glib however many pixels that was. They're both going to run up against that pipe rather than risk jumping over it. It's a tight jump, not really worth it in a race setting. Glad to see both racers here. That P-Speed strat, it's a little precise. It's 1-1. Gets a little nervous sometimes. They both nail it, though. Glib getting a flower. A little weird that that happened, but means he doesn't need to worry about not getting stars in the next few stages. Looking for their P-Speed setups here. Brocis has it, so you're going to see just how good P-Speed is in this game. Just based on Brocis having it that much earlier than Glib. He's going to clear the stage maybe a little less than I thought it was going to be, but easily at least a second. Alright, now to that fortress. I told you about a minute and a half later we'd see this. Neither racer wanting to jump the atomic waffle. Both of them getting the fast leaf, though. That is good. That'll save them a handful of seconds. Getting up here to get the leaf. This is Warpless, but getting that whistle is faster than killing Boom Boom. Alright, we talked a little bit about P-Speed just before this race started. P-Speed with a tail, after a little while, you eventually lose that P-Speed. The game just doesn't want you to fly infinitely. So, both runners here losing that tail to start 1-5, so they can keep this P-Speed through the rest of the stage and beyond. Great 1-5 from both runners. Little couple of hang-ups there up top, but nothing major. 1-6, kind of known for this Superman jump we're hopefully about to see. Need to get P-Speed before the end here. This jump is always like really annoying. You need to know exactly where that Paracupa is. No trouble from either runner though. Alright, so both runners here getting to this Hammer Brother. Glib not getting the lucky spot here. Brocis getting a Fire Flower out of that Hammer Brother. Getting it there during the fade out means the game's not going to freeze up on the airship for getting it. That'll save maybe a second. Some, you know, trivial amount of time. Let's switch that audio over, shall we? So Mario 3, a lot of people like to, you know, point out it's full of auto-scrollers, and this is one of them. Larry's airship. There's nothing really overly challenging about this airship. Just kind of hang out and enjoy the scenes. The runners, especially as you get more experience, they know exactly which pattern they're going to get from the Koopalings. I know it's based on how long it takes you to get from the last spot on the map to the Koopaling, and maybe someone else can help me talk about this in a minute. So I saw another name just pop up on the screen. Brocis having a little trouble with the fire kill here. Larry, typically one of the easier fire kills, so that's going to be a little unfortunate. Glib getting it, picking up all this time. Either way, that was only World 1. They're both pretty close to each other, so we've got quite the race coming up. Glib's actually going to pick up a little more time, or at least potentially can, with that Fire Flower. The next available Fire Flower for the runners, realistically, I think it actually is the World 2 airship. I don't think there's any other ones in between. And right after this stage, we'll switch back to whoever's in the lead for audio. 2-1, another one of these stages where it's basically, do you know how P-Speed works? Glib showing up, you can outrun your fireballs in this game. Two is a stage here. There's a little water gap at the end. Glib's right there. Manages to not lose his momentum on that wooden platform. That thing is notoriously evil for eating your momentum. Just jump all over the rest of these Koopas, get to the end.
Hello.
Hello. I believe I am joined by Lasso in the booth.
Sorry for running a little bit late. How is everything going?
Couldn't quite see who got P-Speed faster in room 1, because 2 Fort has a weird P-Speed strat at the beginning. Again, we're talking about saving a second here, a second there, but who knows how much that's going to pay off in the end.
Yeah, especially at the level that both of our runners are. I'm not sure, how much you really went over it, but both of these runners...
I didn't give the PB breakdown, that's true.
Yeah, both runners have very respectable, very optimized times, so honestly, it really comes down to a lot of those, a second here, a second there. It's going to start adding up over the course of this run.
No red rocket, but we're getting here to the end of 2-3 very quickly.
Yeah, a little disappointed to see no red rocket coming from either of our runners. It's possible to actually grab one of the turtle shells earlier in the level and kick it a little bit faster because it'll maintain the speed that Mario has when he kicks it, but it saves frames, so I can't really blame either runner for not going for it. It's kind of risky to not save any time.
Glib did open up at least a little bit of a lead here, it looks like, with that fire kill on Boom Boom, because they were really close out of the first 2 stages of World 2. And Glib now probably about half a stage up.
Yeah, looks that way, and yeah, that would be just about the difference of a fire kill. The fire kill is about 5 or 6 seconds faster, and it's really the only spot in World 2 that having the fire is going to be beneficial.
I forget. I guess the Hammer Brother you want in World 2 is the one that moves to the right?
Left.
That's what I thought. Either I have my lefts mixed up or Glib went to the wrong stage.
I think so. I think you're right. I didn't see it very clearly, but yeah, this should be the music box.
Well, maybe he's trying to skip that one in the sky. Brocis has his hammer holding Boomerang Bro on the other side of his pyramid. So this is the joy of Warpless. Every now and again we get about 15-second swings, roughly, from Hammer Brothers.
So kind of explain, what we were talking about there. This was actually just a very recent discovery, too. We can actually tell which bro holds which item in each world now. Excuse me. Used to, we thought it was just random. We kind of had to take an educated guess if the bros kind of ran away like they did on Glib, but each hammer bro will actually face a certain way. Like, you saw how that one moved, and then he continued to face left after he ended up moving. That means that one is the hammer. So, yeah, we can actually tell which bro is which. I'm not sure if Glib just forgot which one was which, or... I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what was going on there.
Yeah, I know. He might have just gotten it mixed up in his head. The benefit, though, I mean, the one good thing we could say is if he can avoid that Hammer Bro in the sky of World 5, it's going to not matter.
Yeah, he does have that extra music box, so he can also use that as well later to possibly skip extra bros. I'm not sure exactly what Glib normally does with his Hammer Bros. Normally, people want to fight one P-Wing in either 4 or 5.
Right.
In Worlds 4 and 5, there's a P-Wing and a star in both worlds. Ideally, we want to fight one of the P-Wings and skip both stars. There are, however, alternate routes where you skip all of those bros. So I'm not sure if Glib has something like that in mind, or what the plan is here.
Yeah. Usually, though, you do use that music box like you said there, and then it's a matter of getting lucky in World 5. Yeah. Who knows what's going to come out of this? Bros is going for another fire kill. Gets this one. Nice. Glib going a little more traditional on this attempted fire kill. Ends up getting a stomp kill, but loses fire in the process.
Yeah, it took a really weird hit from Morton's hitbox. That was a little unfortunate, but he won't be out of fire for too long. He'll be able to pick that up here in 3-1 or 3-2. I'm not sure which he will decide to do.
Yeah. The only bad thing is that does kind of eat into your ability to kind of beat the stages as quickly as possible.
Oh yeah, he is. It's definitely not. It's definitely a time loss, but there are much worse places to lose fire for sure.
Welcome to the first of 2 water stages you will see in this run.
Moving into World 3. Now obviously, like, we don't want to die anywhere, but it is absolutely imperative that we don't take a death here in World 3, because as you'll see as they're exiting the stage, if you look at those bridges up in the upper right-hand corner, they go up or down at the end of every level. And we actually have it set up that if we beat 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, the fort, 3-4, and fight both Hammer Bros, we can cloud over 3-6, which is an auto-scroller, and go right on to 3-8 and skip like 3 stages.
Brocis took a little bit of a dip there that I didn't really want to take. It's going to lose a little bit of time, but nothing that big. Glib's going to lose that fire all over again, though.
Glib finding out cheap hitboxes are... They certainly exist.
Good news is he still has his mushroom. Will be able to pick up 1 and 3-3 if he wants, but I have a feeling he's going to keep going and just eat the jump kill on Boom Boom.
Yeah, one thing to note... Ooh, that was a weird pixel jump there from Brocis. But yeah, 3-2, definitely one of the worst stages in the game, just due to Cheap's. Their hitboxes are really weird, and you can take a hit without... Oh, this is fine.
Oh,
calculated.
That was definitely a "this is fine" moment. Boss Bass will swallow you in one gulp, so you don't want to get in there. Brocis, meanwhile, foregoing the meme third door strat, it does save time. More often loses time.
Yep, let's see how Glib handles the fort here.
Nice jump over the thwomp.
Yeah, that was a nice little recovery. He also takes the intended 6th door. Brocis gonna take a little bit of a risk here. Fighting this Hammer Bro now, he is going to risk a runaway. Oh, that is the worst movement for him there. Now if the Hammer Bro that's at the top of the screen goes off of the screen, he is going to have to take a death to kind of get those bridges set back up. Yeah. So this is a little risky.
Glib admittedly also taking that risk, but his Hammer Brother's in a good position for it. Bro's normally only moving 1 dot, Oof. And there he goes.
Ooh,
and it's still in the way.
You hate to see that happen.
You want to see this bro kind of run off to the right. Well, not up and then right. Damn it, bro. Glib having trouble in 3-4 here. Whoa, my goodness.
It wasn't scared. Calculated.
So they say the first rule of Mario 3 is don't die in 3-8 because you only get that 1 cloud. And you really don't want to play 3-6. Brocis escaping 3-8.
Importantly, it looks like he will be going into 3-9 small, which means he won't be able to pick up a Fire Flower going into Windy, which is also very relevant.
He could. There's that extra power-up early on, but it's really slow and annoying. It's not a speedrun strat to collect it.
There's a second power-up in 3-9?
In the early set of bricks, there is a power-up. I believe it is a leaf if you already have a mushroom.
Today I learned.
It's like the 4th or 5th brick. I'm pretty sure about this. Someone in chat will tell me I'm horribly wrong and I'm a dirty liar, but...
Oh, unfortunately no H-jump. Just caught his heel on one of those note blocks and lost his speed. I will say he's a bolder man than I am. Going into Wendy's airship small, I would at least have stopped to pick up the backup mushroom.
Wendy
Glib with a
is
nice
probably
H-jump.
Very nice. Type your H's in chat for Glib. Yeah, Wendy is probably the most annoying jump kill in the game. We're typing this H a little early. I apologize. Spoilers. But Yeah, Wendy throwing those rings around the arena, bouncing around everywhere. It's not fun. It is, though, a flat arena, which is why you usually want to bring fire in there and just take care of business.
Yeah, shoutouts to the World 3 King, though, wearing Mr. Cab's hat on his back.
Jeez.
Someone needs to tell him that's not where you wear hats, but you know. He's a king. He's a king. I don't really want to be that guy, you know.
You have to wear the hat where it fits the best sometimes. So Bros is getting that mushroom and escaping the danger zone of the early part of this airship. Much like early, we didn't want to die because it would ruin those drawbridges and get an awkward setup. Dying on an airship in this game, it will run away to someplace else on the map, and there's a chance that it can land between two stages you haven't completed yet. Say 3-6, 3-4-2, and 3-7. You don't want to see that happen. So
yeah, especially in World 3, since you know we skipped 3 stages coming like through this world. If you were to die, there is a very good chance that the airship would go somewhere where you can't get to it without having to redo some levels that you skipped. A very nice jump kill, all the same, though. Probably the scariest jump kill in the game. Glib making the fire kill. Much easier fire kill. Probably the easiest fire kill in the game, to be honest.
It is. Wendy just never jumps. There's no like weird bumps in the arena or anything. The worst thing Wendy does is start kind of doing these little hops. If that happens, that's honestly when you just get a stomp in.
Yeah, it is possible to like undershoot it if you don't time it right. They can go under their hitbox because their hitbox is just their head. So it is possible to miss a fireball, and then when that happens, it's awful. Like it's just the worst thing.
Strat.
Yep. Very nice setup for the 4-1 P-Speed strat. The easier setup, I would say, but still not trivial at all. Glib looks like he's setting up for the same thing. And looks like he's gonna get it.
So Brosis, even though chat's pointing out, thank you J Money, that it's about a 15-second lead, Glib's still with the... Well, I guess that fire advantage isn't going to last that long in this world. It's not as meaningful in previous worlds. Fire's not really needed until 3-4-2, which is a stage that actually has a fire flower in it.
Well, he's going to save a little bit of time over him right here because of that despawn strat he just did. If you'll notice, on Glib's screen, one of the piranha plants didn't actually spawn. That's because manipulating sprites on the screen just overloaded it. So he didn't have to do a turn back. So he did save a little bit of time there as well. I believe he'll be able to save a little bit of time on the bros as well. So he will definitely have a little bit of time save coming in from having that fire. Very nice 4-3 from Brosis.
4-3, the stage that really teaches you how P-Speed really works. Just to get it started at the beginning.
Yeah, we did kind of a like impromptu poll, like got info from all of our runners. You know, one of the questions was, what is your favorite stage of the game? And probably 95% of the runners in this tournament said that 4-3 is their favorite stage in the game. And as you see, both of them putting together the excellent display of P-Speed there in 4-3, you kind of see why.
Yeah. Rose
Interesting.
Is forgoing the Lakitu jump here. I guess he didn't like his setup.
So I'm wondering, because this happens to me a lot, as Glib gets the Lakitu bounce, you'll actually see that's going to save a good chunk of time. Glib's going to be only a couple seconds behind him now. Oh, no, Glib taking it safe and going the bottom route as well. Gets caught up a little bit. But
he's gonna pick up a few seconds still out of that.
Still definitely picked up a little bit of time. As
it was 15 seconds into World 3.
The marathon!
You got a marathon! Look at him go. You can't look at him go. So if two Hammer Brothers end up on the same spot, they have to try to move to a different spot. And, well, sometimes they decide to again move to the same spot, and that is what happens, because Warpless is a good category.
So with that marathon, we're about 3 seconds apart.
Oh my god.
Yeah, about 3 seconds apart or so, I would say. So yeah, the Hammer Brothers can never end on the same space. So if they keep moving onto the same square and then they just keep continuing to choose the same direction to move, they'll just never get off of each other, and you get that.
I think there was a cleaner end to the fortress there by a little bit. Glib's going to pick up a little bit of time, too, for just not needing to pick up a Fire Flower. Fade out on 25. Fade out on 28. So brocis here is going to skip that bro. When the screen transitions, and I believe this only works on the NES version, just hold the button, and when the screen stops moving, you'll just keep going. You won't have to fight that Hammer Brother.
Yeah, basically, the game before the game realizes that you're supposed to be fighting a Hammer Brother. You have already told the game, hey, like, move again, and it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna move again. So,
everybody say hello to Glib in chat from the World 4 airship, the slowest moving stage in the game.
Yeah, moving at a blistering 15 pixels a second.
Don't blink.
Yeah, you might.
It would have to be a really long blink.
Yeah,
you could actually take a nap.
Yeah,
and you won't miss
this
this
is
stage.
This is a great time. Go use the restroom, refill your drink. Cook a 12-course meal. Maybe watch the Mets lose a baseball game. I'm not sure.
The Mets are actually winning 2-0 in the middle of the first at Yankee Stadium right now.
Huh?
Leadoff home run. You honestly, if you could check the Speed Gaming schedule right now, the upcoming schedule. There's going to be a near automata race on this channel in about a little less than 4 hours. Also going to be some randomizer later tonight, right after the... Well, I guess that's at 9 on the Speed Gaming family of networks. Time for a few donations indeed. So this, actually, where brocis is probably the one piece of tech you need to know for this stage besides adjusting your coin count to avoid coin ships. Right around the time that barrel reaches the left edge of the screen, you want to start running to the right, land on top of that flamethrower, and jump. That's how you get on top without a tail. And then you don't have to jump through this weird flame gauntlet.
Yep. And now let's hope for no more disappearing Iggies here again today. brocis on taking an unfortunate hit there. Unfortunately, gonna lose his fire, and this is, unlike, Glib coming into World 3 without fire, how I said, that wasn't too big of a deal. Coming into World 5 without fire is, it's kind of a big deal. You're basically gonna lose, like, that so he won't be able to get that fire flower back until 5-7, I believe.
Yeah. There is a fire flower in 5.2 if you really want it, but it takes much longer to get than it's worth.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth grabbing it in 5.2.
It's also a fire flower in 5.3, but this is not 100%, so we're not going to go there. brocis does have to be a little careful here, taking that hit. Nice.
Taking a hit. Fortunately, falling down to Small Mario does make it through the rest of the stage. Glib making it through 5-1 as well. Moving into 5-2, it's very important that, they don't fall into this pit right here. Looks like both runners are gonna make it.
Glib,
as we get this sync. Very nice. Little bit safer of a setup, I would say, from brocis there. And Glib takes a slight lead, actually. But yeah, it's very important that you don't fall into the pit of despair. In 5-2, it's one on top of it. You lose just a billion falling down because you literally fall for about 1.5 years. I think you would finish the World 4 airship before you finished falling. I'm not sure. It's pretty close.
brocis is going to get his P-Wing before going to the fortress. Had the Hammer Brother right there. Knew exactly what he wanted. Good move.
Yep, Glib finishing up my personal favorite stage in the game. As Brosis going through. I love how everything just kind of lines up on cycle. As you're running through it. Glib getting a little bit trolled by the Skybro. I didn't see... Okay, so he's going to be able to pick up the P-Wing. Hopefully, he's going to be able to skip the star. Unfortunately not. But we're going to have the same luck on Brosis' side as well. So, not the end of the world for both runners. Yeah, Glib... Okay, it sounds like Glib's Skybro at least.
I guess the question becomes, how can you tell what's going on up there? I guess we can hear the movements a little bit. The Sunday sequence break!
With the Sunday sequence break. Shoutouts to the Sunday sequence break.
We miss you,
nice,
Sunday sequence break.
Nice little pipe glitch to get into that pipe. I'm not even sure if it saves time, but it looks really cool.
I'm not sure if it loses time, but it does look cool.
I know for a fact it doesn't lose time, but I don't think there's any way that it's actually faster. Like, obviously, assuming you get it. Alright, as our runners get into the sky portion of World 5, now is when, this section of the world is a little bit trickier. None of these stages are particularly difficult, but they're all over open pits, which means one mistake mistakes are usually punished very severely. Glib's setting up for early P-Speed here. Unfortunately, does not get it. He's still gonna be able to get his P-Speed and make it through this stage just fine. As Brosis gets a backup mushroom, and he'll be able to get a fire flower in the next stage and get right back on track.
Can you get that leaf too? Lose the leaf on purpose, probably.
Ooh, Glib with an unfortunate fireball there. I always shoot 2 fireballs there because that happens. Sometimes if you miss time it, the fireball will just bounce right over the Koopa, and there's not a whole lot you can really do about it.
Brosis also going to get fire back here. Where is Glib's hammer, bro? I haven't been paying attention. Ooh. Very lucky on Glib's part. I actually forgot he had the extra music box, so that is actually probably the best outcome for him. Very polite hammer bro there.
As he moves into the one stage that's not over open pits. Instead, the Sky Fortress is just encased in lava because reasons, I guess? Like, I'm not sure.
If you want your fortress encased in lava, consult your Bowser-branded interior decorator today.
I'm not exactly sure how you get lava to, like, drip from the ceiling. I'm not sure. Like, Bowser hasn't returned my calls. I'm curious. I want to find his interior decorator. But, you know, somebody get him to return my calls. As Glib moving through 5-8, proving Nintendo Power wrong. According to Nintendo Power, it is impossible to get through that stage without picking up the power-up in the beginning of it.
Glib passing over a stage of no consequence, 5-9.
The worst stage in the game.
It's not 7-4.
It is. You're right. It's 5-9. It is the worst stage of the game.
Glib going onto this airship. Roy's airship is like... It's almost like Larry's. There's nothing really spectacular about it except that gauntlet at the end.
Yeah, I want to say it's the second shortest airship in the game, behind World 1. And yeah, there's really nothing too terribly difficult to do in it. As I say that, I'm going to, you know, cast or curse one of our 2 runners, unfortunately, because I understand how this works. But yeah, I guess now would be a good time to mention. Have you mentioned coin ships yet?
I've not mentioned coin ships.
All right, so you'll notice that, you know, they were a couple times throughout World 5 and throughout the run in general. They were picking up coins, hitting blocks to readjust their coin count or their score. And that is because if you have a multiple of 11 in your coin count, so say 33, and then the tens digit of your score is that same number, so say 30, in worlds 1, 3, 5, and 6, one of the Hammer Bros on the screen will turn into a coin ship, which in casual play, they're awesome. They're auto-scrollers that are basically filled with like 4 or 5 one-ups and coins, and also at least one more hidden 1-up in a block somewhere. But as I said, it's an auto-scroller, and this is a speed run. We try to avoid those as much as we possibly can. So
it's worth noting that they will spawn on leaving one of these transition pipes, so it's important to not leave World 5 with a coin ship scenario.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or this hammer right here is very likely to end up being a coin ship on you, and you need that hammer to skip another auto-scroller.
Yeah, if you do actually get a coin ship, it is actually faster to just crush yourself up against the wall while you're on the coin ship than to actually like play it out. So, Glib, no time to show us the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. He's gonna skip this magic carpet ride. He's gonna come in and grab this star and hopefully take it all the way to Boom Boom. And now everybody say hi, Boom Boom. Bye, Boom Boom.
Brocis needing to dodge that question mark block, but gets up there.
Yep, as Brocis is gonna do the same. Glib moving into 6-4. Nothing terribly difficult. A little bit scary because you are gonna always be coming into this small, but there's not a whole lot in the way of enemies. You just really have to watch this last spinner block coming up right here.
That spinner block can be really annoying. The flame chomp can be a little annoying if you're not ready for it, but once you're used to this stage, it's really not that bad. Aweglib using a P-Wing coming into 6-5. This is sort of a puzzle level. Whoa! Glib probably looking to get a despawn strat. Not quite getting the setup he wanted, but not a big deal, because you can just do that to clear the stage normally as intended. Since you do have to fly to get up there, P-Wing is kind of the item of choice. That on top of the fact you're probably still small coming out of 6-4.
Oh,
I thought how Brocis didn't get hit there.
Because Mario 3 has hitboxes.
Well done by Brocis, though.
See, Glib gets lucky here. The Star Bro gets out of his way. He was able to fight just the Cloud, which is what he wanted to do. Now he's going to move into the second fort as makes those first 2 flights look very easy. That is not a trivial strat at all.
Yeah, if you get caught up at all, don't even try the second fly. One of the rare levels that has a tail strat in this game.
Yeah, that stage definitely pushes tail mechanics to its absolute limit. I'm not sure if you explained
a
how
bit
deeply
early on, but you can mention again the whole flight meter kind of thing.
So yeah, whenever you have P speed and you have a tail, and you jump, the game sets an internal timer, and once that timer runs out, you lose P speed no matter where you're at. So that second jump, if you do it cleanly, that second little flight, if you do it cleanly, you have just enough P meter left to make it all the way to that platform. As Glib jumps the big H and moves into arguably the hardest stage in the game.
There is
6-9.
a Koopa up here guarding that one up. Glib is going to not take a chance.
Yeah,
Made it.
Made it. But yeah, as I was saying, as Brocis jumps the H as well. But yeah, you have just enough time before you run out of P speed there. So Glib moving into the third fort takes an intentional hit there to get rid of his tail. Goes for the clip, does not get it, unfortunately. There is a sub-pixel dependent sub-pixel perfect clip that you can do at the very end of that stage. It skips that little vertical auto-scroller section, the little elevator. Ooh, Glib with a... Did he hit him too early? I'm not sure what
I'm going to
happened
look
there.
back at the main stream for the replay on this one as brocis enters the level. No, he just missed. He didn't jump high enough and just jumped into Boom Boom's fist.
Oof. Yeah, you hate to see that happen.
Punched in the face by Boom Boom. Come on.
Now he can't even go for the most pointless clip in the game. I'm a little disappointed in Glib.
Glib's also going to need to make sure he gets that mushroom at the end of the stage to do a 7-1 clip.
Yep. Moving into the World 6 airship. A few tricky jumps here at the beginning, but nothing too terribly difficult. You know, just more of the same. Another auto scroller. As brocis gets to find out the king has been turned into a Glib. Okay, nope.
Oh.
So looks like Glib has about a half of an airship lead or so.
Nothing 7-1 can't make up after that
Oh,
marathon
absolutely.
from brocis.
There is a lot of video game left. You still have 7-1. We still have, obviously, we have the hands. So I guess now would be a good time. So get your guesses in for 7-1 clip. Coming up here at the beginning of World 7, our runners are going to be attempting to do a wall clip to basically skip the entirety of 7-1.
7-1, a really long vertical stage, mostly long actually because you have to take, I think, at least 3 pipes, which just take forever for those transitions. So even if you did bring a P-Wing, this is faster. This clip executed basically by slamming Mario's skull into a corner.
Glib with what looked like, I believe it was a 3642 wand grab. Unfortunately, no Lemmy shakes, so Glib's run has not been blessed, so it's not looking good for our hero here. Let's see if brocis has any better luck.
A little bit.
Nope, no shakes from either runner, so oof. Alright. So
Right,
yeah,
good
as
to go.
Cap said, the strat here in 7-1 is to basically just pound Mario's head into a wall and pray. Looks like Glib might have gotten sub-pixeled out of that first try attempt. So yeah, as I said, without P-Speed, these clips are sub-pixel dependent, so Glib is... I think he keeps getting sub-pixeled.
Yeah.
This is...
that was 10.
Game, please.
Like I said, I didn't want Glib to lose this lead when I said that, but here we are.
There, he finally
I think
gets
that was 16?
in. Finally
3?
gets in, yeah, 3. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a race again.
Shoutouts to 7-1.
Best stage
my
in video
God.
games.
I mean, that does kind of make up for brocis's marathon. It more than makes up for it, though. So they're going to use a star coming into 7-2 here to clear out both that piranha plant early on.
Oh, Glib
Oh,
did not quite get his
this is
peak
gonna be
speed.
bad.
This is...
brocis has to be careful here at the end of the stage, too.
Glib
Took a hit a
having
little sooner than I think he wanted to.
some trouble getting his speed there. Yeah, brocis makes it through. Oh, no, can he get it back? Nope, he's going to have to... that's unfortunate.
This is not good, as they say. So you saw Glib jumping there. That entire gap is ceilinged by note blocks. So Glib's gonna have to take the long way.
Yeah, the intended strat, as it were, as brocis moves into 7-3. A stage where literally no one has ever died, ever. It's never happened in the history of ever, especially not in the 2D Mario Relay at SGDQ 2017.
Definitely
Right, Aweglib?
not. Never saw it.
Aweglib did not do that. It's okay. No one saw it because that was when Notch donated. So,
Ooh.
as
brocis skipping the actual worst stage in the game in 7-4.
they already skipped 5-9 though.
That's okay. 5-9 is an easy stage.
As Brocis is moving into 7-Fort-1. Another sort of puzzle level where he's going to use a P-Wing here. Very empty, I keep trying to call them dungeons. Fortress.
It's kind of a dungeon.
It really is. The only thing in there are a Tanuki suit, one random Podoboo, and a Boom Boom.
There is a fire flower block, because you do need a mushroom to get to that P-switch if you don't know where the Tanuki suit is.
Oh, yep, that's true.
7-6, arguably harder than 6-9. Not sure.
Depends on how hard you want to make it, because you can clip that stage, much like you did 7-1.
True. Very true.
Shoutouts to One Warp, where that clip is required. Never run One Warp. It's a category. As Brocis is gonna use
the music glitch here.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Was able to take both of those. Started with a star, then took that other star pretty deep in the stage. Kept his tail all the way through. We'll see what strat he goes for here. We'll see what both of our runners decide to do as Glib uses a star. So it looks like he is going to cloud. He is going to cloud 7-9 and go into the fort. He also used his music box. So if rule number 1 is don't die in 3-8, don't die in 7-Fort-2 would certainly be rule number 2. And a very nice 4-Fort-2. Or 4-Fort-2, 7-Fort-2.
Still got to take out Boom Boom, but it was a very nice stage. Going down to Small Mario just because of that low bridge there, and you will be able to pick up 2 power-ups on Ludwig's airship. Glib's going to go for some 7-9 clips, everybody.
Yep. And of course...
He didn't have enough from 7-1.
And of course, like, one of the only Boom Booms that you're going to fight small is also one that just randomly decides to slide. No one's really sure why he does it, but you'll hit him and he'll just, slide. As Brocis enters the airship. As you said, you can pick up both a mushroom and a fire flower on this airship, as Glib is currently stuck. He has to get this clip there. There he goes. Finally gets through. He's going to keep going for the clips. Okay, looks like he's going to bail. But I want to point something else out on Brocis' side. Since he did use that music box before he entered the fort, I believe that means he's setting up for the fire kill here. Excuse me. The Koopa Kid movement, or Koopa Kid patterns, are based on a timer set when from the end of the last stage you completed. So by not having to menu, and if he does his map movements correctly, he should be able to get a favorable fire kill pattern here. We'll see how it goes. This is a dangerous fire kill to go for, as much like Bartolo Colon or Roy Koopa in World 5. He kind of slams the ground when he lands. Ludwig's got a lot of gel in that hair, man. He slams the ground. So yeah, Chuck points out I'm not exactly sure what the pattern is, but I do know he used the music box beforehand, and I know that is the setup to get a fire kill. So we'll see, I guess.
Even if you grab both power-ups, though, that would still be a set amount of time, right?
Yeah, you should still get the same pattern. Well, you'll get a different pattern, but you should know what. Yeah. Words. Looks like he's just gonna play it safe and go for the jump kill all the same.
Yeah, that was the greatest jump fire kill.
Yeah, 44-16. Looks like on Brocis' side.
Solid pace, actually. He's got a healthy lead heading into World 8. Healthy enough probably to survive maybe even 2 hands.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see for sure here in a second. Yeah, World 7 airship is actually the longest stage in the game. Even though it moves at normal speed, it is slightly longer than the World 4 airship. And now I know what you're thinking. Everybody at home, you guys are like, man, that was a hot, like, 2.5 minutes of auto-scroller.
Yo, it was terrifying with the pits and everything.
Can I get some more of that? Well, don't you worry. Because we have not one, but 2 more auto-scrollers coming up for your amusement.
You know what my favorite thing about this auto-scroller is? The bombs and all the lag they cause.
Yeah, I didn't see Glib's wand grab there. I was too hyped
Just
about
saw the
auto-scrollers.
replay, 45-17.
So a little less than a minute behind, if I'm doing math right. I'm probably not. I'm dumb.
Our boy Jay Money in chat is reporting that's a minute and a second.
Ooh, see, I'm bad at math then.
Gotta watch out for those off by 1 errors.
Question in chat. Yes, this is the bonus bracket. So, unfortunately, the loser of this game will be out of the tournament. So, notice brocis, the one little bit of speed tech there, kind of did it a little bit. Not as much as I would normally see. But there was a little bit of lag reduction done there by brocis. That little section that has the 2 bullet bill launchers, or bomb launchers. That section gets really laggy, so you just kind of kill them as they're spawning to keep the lag down. brocis does get sockless.
Yeah.
So a little bit of luck saving him about 2 seconds. The bro walked forward.
Chest. Yeah.
Bro walked forward and held onto his boomerang, so and that treasure chest won't spawn until all enemies and all enemy weapons are off the screen. So yeah, saves a little bit of time, completely luck based, nothing we can really do to manipulate it, as Glib's gonna set up to do some lag reduction here.
Going swimming in this level, I'm sure a lot of people know it is possible to swim under these boats. It does lose time, at least to swim under the 3rd boat, and it's a little risky. It's pretty easy to get caught either like off to the side. What is this extra boat swag from brocis?
Yeah, that was pretty sexy. But yeah, it is.
The easiest explanation of losing time is if you're under the 3rd boat, you can't enter the pipe the moment it enters the screen. So just don't do it in a speedrun.
Yeah, plus but yeah, and as Cab said, you can get crushed by the boat. It's not.
There we go.
It's not really worth it to go swim in the chocolate milk. Don't worry, Nintendo Power was wrong about another thing. It's not the blood of Koopas. It's chocolate milk. It's fine.
We never started the guessing game. Really quick, type in how many hands you think we're gonna see.
As brocis gets grabbed by the first hand. That's mainly because Cab is here.
It's so true. Sorry for not starting that earlier, but there is hand number 1. That's on us. He does get the second hand.
No, he grabs the third hand.
Well, okay, a second hand overall. Yeah. The third hand is the second hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Words.
Nah, it's fine. So yeah, 2 hands. Little unfortunate, but each hand is an independent 50-50. So, you know, 1 in 8 to get either no hands or all 3. And each hand loses about 20 seconds or so. As Glib, unfortunately gets grabbed by the third hand. Cab must have been looking away from the screen for him to get past the first one.
I told the first hand to let him pass. Usually the first hand does what I want it to do. Usually, but not always.
So yeah, as brocis is in the fastest moving auto-scroller in the game right now. moves at twice the speed of normal airships. And if you look to your right, you'll see where Karua died in the 2017 SGDQ 2D Mario Relay.
So unless something really wacky happens, we're gonna have 3 hands.
Looks that way. Is Glib? See, make sure Glib doesn't pull a Karua. Well, I guess he got the 3rd hand, so unless Glib just deliberately went back and got more hands, he wouldn't actually have to go through them.
Yep.
But anyway, Brocis into some of the hardest stages in the game, these next 3 stages. Moving into 8-1, unfortunately is not going to get P-Speed there. See how he handles this section without speed. Makes it through very nice. A little bit slower, obviously. He would have liked to have gotten P-Speed there, but honestly, there are some days when just surviving 8-1 feels like a victory.
He's surviving 8-1 with the lead. He's into 8-2, and Glib's not even in the pipe past the Air Force level yet.
Yep,
Brocis is going to have to deal with these note blocks and an angry sun now, but very nice maintaining P-Speed. Doesn't get caught up by the sun.
The return of our friend, the angry sun, makes it through just fine.
Good 8-1 from Glib. He's going to pick up a little bit of time.
Yep, he was able to maintain speed all the way through, so definitely saved a couple seconds. There's still obviously anything can happen, but Glib is definitely still right in this race.
He's in it, but he's running out of levels.
Yeah, it's definitely Brocis's race to lose at this point.
Let's see. Is he gonna make the 1 cycle here?
He makes the 1 cycle. Very nice. As you can see, you have just enough time to hit that first P switch and make it all the way to the end. And it's very important that you do make that cycle. You're gonna lose a lot of time waiting for that P switch for another full cycle of that P switch to go through.
I think it's 5 seconds on the P switch. Plus, you have to get to it unless you planned on missing it. That said, it is also even more important that Brocis and really Glib, once he gets past this section as well, does not take another hit. They need this fire flower. They are no more left in the game. And if you want to fire kill Bowser, well, you can't get hit anymore.
I feel like an important part of fire killing Bowser is having fire. I might be wrong. It's been known to happen.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It has been known to happen, but I feel like in order to fire kill Bowser, pretty important prerequisite would to be have fire.
Now, this level,
Brocis is not a believer in this strat that Aweglib is doing right now. Literally the easiest stage in the game. All you do is hold right, spam fireballs, and jump when it looks like you need to jump. I believe there is a fancy name for that. Cab, would you happen to know what the name of this strat is?
Why, that is the patented, world-famous Day 1 affiliate Aweglib Super Tank Strat TM. With a vengeance.
As Brocis moving into the Dode tip. Nice little corner pixel there. Moving into the final stage of the game. Making this climb. Attempting the most electrifying clip in sports entertainment. Having a little bit of
guesses on this clip. Come on, 4th try clip.
Having a little trouble with the most electrifying clip in sports entertainment, the People's
Clip.
Clip.
A little more concerning.
Okay, he's able to get back up there.
Nicely.
Not able to keep his P speed. So let's see how he handles this room without P speed. Makes it through just fine. As Glib gets the first clip, saves about 2 seconds there. Let's see what kind of pattern Bowser gives him. Oh, okay. And
one fireball left.
Wow.
Ooh.
I clenched for him.
Well, that clinch paid off, Law. So brocis is going to finish with an SRL time of 54:44. Glib having a much easier time of the fire kill. Bowser being nicer, but man.
Yeah, that was... Of all the fire kills I've ever seen, that was certainly one of them.
So congratulations to brocis here. Having a pair of 56s in the tournament and coming through here with a 54.
As Glib finishes up, I don't have SRL up. Looks like a 55.09 on his splits.
55.11 for Glib.
Yeah, that was... Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of that just came back to 7-1 and really 7-2.
Yeah, 7-2 is the real level that kind of did Glib in. 7-9 didn't really help his cause after that, but really just World 7 had it in for Glib today.
Yeah, unfortunate. We're gonna see if we can get our runners in for an interview. As I say that, we are joined by Mr. Day One affiliate Super Tank Strat Aweglib here. Hi, how do you feel about the run?
First of all, I'd like to congratulate myself. I've apparently gotten the new 100% world record with a time of 55 minutes and 9 seconds. Real big shout outs to me for doing that.
Congrats.
I've been in the 100% mindset this whole time, so I had my 100% splits open when I started the race. So
very nice.
Lots of golds down there. Really awesome stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 7-1, yeah.
World 7 just didn't like you today. Do you have any words for the pipe maze?
I was totally tilted in 7-2. I don't know even like why I didn't get P-speed there. Like, that's one of those stages that, like, you do it a billion times and you still mess it up somehow. And then I thought about, like, risking it and going for 7F2. And I probably should have, honestly. I didn't know exactly where Baracus was, but I knew it was close-ish. And, like, my clip in 7-1 had gone just completely terribly. So I was like, well, yeah, maybe I should risk it here and not go for the 7-9 clips. But I'm like, well, I've been doing the 7-9 clips the whole time, and yeah, it just didn't turn out. So yeah, World 7 completely killed me.
Yeah, it was. You had a slight lead going into World 7. I mean, you had a decent sized lead.
Still had a lead, just a small lead coming out of 7-1.
Yeah,
then,
you were about 30 seconds or so ahead after World 6, and then 7-1 happened, and you were like 3 seconds ahead. So, but I mean, at the same time, Brockus was like 20 seconds ahead of you in World 4, and then you were tied after a Hammer Bro marathon. So.
Oh wow, yeah, this craziness.
Yeah. You kind of pulled ahead in World 5 and a little bit in World 6, but not that much.
I see that's a race PB for him by 1:45, so that's crazy.
That's true.
I don't know. That's probably close to a real PB for him, I think.
His real PB, I think, from the leaderboard is a 53.
Oh, he's got a 53 now.
53:30.
Okay. Well, there you go. So still pretty close.
These previous races were 56s. So this one definitely helping out his race PB.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it was a very good race. Like I said, it was 7-1. Hands tried to help you out. I had Cab step away for the first hand. Seemed to work.
It's true.
I think it would have taken a 3. Yeah, it would have taken 3 from him, 1 for me to really tie it up. So
yeah, and
I would have needed the 1 in 64 to really have a chance.
Yeah, and he had like the realiest fire kill on Bowser I've ever seen.
It was up there on that list.
You'll have to go back and watch that one. That one was definitely one for the highlight books.
Good one all the same. Brockus out there in chat really just saying the bros were not nice to him. his mic. We'll figure out his mic situation later. But congratulations, Brocis.
Yeah, GG man. Good luck. Moving on.
So I'm gonna pull up the bracket here. See where we are at. Unfortunately for Glib, that will be it for you for the tournament. Unfortunately, this was a bonus bracket round match. So Brocis is going to go on to face our number 3 seed Horstad in the next round. That should be a very interesting, an interesting matchup as well. I know Horstad has looked pretty solid for the most part. His last couple races have looked a little shaky, but I don't know. Horstad is definitely, it's hard to bet against him, but I feel like it's
still the legend of the Mario 3 community that nobody knows about.
Yeah, he is the best kept secret in Mario 3 speedrunning. So that should be an interesting matchup.
So we should also mention though what the next race in the tournament is on the schedule here. Your next Mario 3 match, as far as I can see, is actually game 1 of the winners bracket final, a best of 3 matchup between When Chuck Attacks and Cujo. That will be Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So that's in about, what, 19 hours?
Ish. I don't know. We've already determined that I'm bad at math, so don't ask me to do that. I've already proved that tonight.
Do not miss that one. That will immediately be followed by round 2 of that same best of 3 matchup. So if you've got some free time tomorrow afternoon, don't miss that one.
Yeah, rematch of SGDQ like 1883, I believe.
1880.
Yeah, that was an old one.
It was quite a while ago. But yeah, Chuck and Cujo, 2 of the old guard in Mario 3, definitely should be a fantastic show. I'm excited. Hopefully I'll get home from work in time to at least catch the second race. But I'm excited for that one. But yeah, we're fastly wrapping up this tournament. Looks like, about 2-3 more rounds in the losers bracket, and then we're in the winners final. So swiftly coming to an end. I do actually, while I have a chance, I do actually want to say thanks to everybody that has joined and keep, everybody's been really good about keeping on schedule and everything. And big shout outs to Glib and Chuck. I am the tournament organizer, but I just made a Discord and a challenge. Glib and Chuck have been doing so much for this tournament. So yeah, I just want to give you guys, just want to say thank you to you guys.
Thanks for clicking the challenge link.
It was difficult.
I just type things and at people on Discord. It's really not much.
True. I will add from here that the next races on the Speed Gaming family of networks, there might still be a Zelda 1 rando race going on and a Sonic Adventure 2 battle race going on right now. Those might be over, though. Otherwise, there are some randomizer races coming up in about an hour on Speed Gaming Prime and Speed Gaming 3. So if you like your Link to the Past randomizer, perhaps with some Super Metroid mixed in, just look out for that. Nier Automata, again, that will be on this channel later tonight in about 3 hours at 11 Eastern. So definitely drop a follow on the Speed Gaming family of networks to catch all these races. Follow our racers from this race, Aweglib and Brocis. If you just like streams, follow both of them. Please follow both of them.
Yeah, no, don't follow me, though. Just follow Baracus. You don't have to follow me. That's okay.
I still...
If I see any of you in my chat, I'm going to be so nonplussed about it.
Well, I got some bad news for you, Glib.
Unreal, this guy.
And, of course, thanks to Lasso for jumping in to drop some knowledge on us, who actually knows how this game is played. Even if nobody knows how the hitboxes work.
I mean, I at least know how to fake it, so yeah. I apologize for running a little bit late. But yeah, I had fun. Thank you for allowing me to join you tonight, Cab.
I held down the fort for you.
Yeah, thanks for the comms, guys. I'm sure it was great as always.
But yeah, thanks again to the wonderful people at Speed Gaming. You know, the shout outs to Tech. Without them, none of this would be possible. So thank you guys so much for putting up with us and allowing us to sit here and meme while you guys do literally all of the hard work behind the scenes.
All right. So, anything else? Any last words for chat, Glib and Laza?
Rolling out.
Rolling out.
I guess I have to say rolling out now. Have a good night, everybody.